Often within statistics, we're going to have a large list of raw data, as we have here with our test scores. It's often going to be easier for us to work with in terms of drawing charts if we can put it into a group frequency table. Within our spreadsheets, there's a formula that will help us to do this. The first thing we're going to need to define, though, are the upper limits of our groups. Because we're looking at percentages for our test scores, let's use every 10%. So the first thing we do is just type in as a list our different upper limits. We're then going to find out what the frequencies are. So we're going to work out how many values are below 10. To do this, all we type in is our formula, which is equals frequency. As with most formulas, it comes up with what you need to enter. So first of all, it wants you to enter the data. So our data that we're looking at grouping is our test scores. So we enter in the cell references, which are A2 to A51. As usual, when we've got multiple pieces of information that are needed for a formula, separate them out by a comma. The next bit is then to tell the formula where the upper limits of our groups are. So our list of upper limits in this case is from D2 to D11. Close brackets, hit enter. That formula will then automatically look up the upper limits, count the number of test scores which are below that upper limit. So below 10 is 0. It then moves on to the next upper limit and it will count all the values which are above the previous limit up to the next one. So there are 0 values between 10 and 20. And it keeps doing that. So it produces our frequency table for us. The last value that it gives you is how many pieces of information are above your last upper limit. So as we can see here, we've got 0 values above 100, which is what we're expecting to get. We've therefore got our group frequency table effectively produced for us within our spreadsheet for later use.